안녕하세요. Okay, I haven't been here in a while. Sorry. I am taking online classes and I never expected them to be so time consuming. Ugh. Okay, so last video I talked about the online resources that were free. So today I'm going to talk about my children's book resources in this video, and I'll do other videos later on today about like the more adult. I wanted to separate them so the video didn't get very long because I do have kind of a few. The first resource that I want to talk about is McGraw-Hill's Korean Illustrated Dictionary. I like this one. It has a handy dandy MP3 CD. You can download it into your iPhone or your MP3 player, whatever you have on your computer. What I like about this is that it has the pictures. I picked the best page. It has the pictures, and then it also has the Hangul, the romanization, and the English word with it. It does not teach you the pronunciation in this book. Usually they'll teach you, some of them they have them where they'll teach you in the very front. It kind of gives you some notes. Doesn't really help you a whole lot. So you kind of need to know the pronunciation already. I think I paid like $17 or $18 for this. I love this resource personally. But if you don't know the Korean script already, if you don't know the pronunciation, you might have trouble with it. Or you can just get it and kind of go with it and see what happens. I would definitely recommend that. A lot of like elementary school textbooks that we have here in the United States are actually made by McGraw-Hill. So it's a pretty good resource when you get right down to it. The next one I have teaches you pretty much the bare basics of Hangul. It's called Your First 100 Words in Korean, and they do come with flashcards. The reason I like this one is because you do a lot of the matching. So you have the picture and you have to match it to the Hangul. Or, you know, in some of them you have I was wrong. So in some of them you have, I can't find it. In some of those pages you have the words in Roman, like the romanization words, and then you have to match those to the actual Hangul, which I think is really, really clever because then you learn the pronunciation instead of just, okay, well here's a bird and the word for bird is whatever. In English, I think that if you learn the romanization and you learn how to pronounce it, then it's a little bit easier. It cost me like $8. You can get them on Amazon, brand new or used. Just because they have flashcards, I wouldn't recommend getting the used ones because I don't know if they will have the flashcards in them. So I'd always check. The new one is marked for $10.95 in the stores, so if you find it, get it. It's cheap, it's fun, it's easy. The next one that I have, actually the next three things that I have are actually children's books like that you read, like stories, fairy tales. This one is Jega Jaknayo, Am I Small? And it's by Philip Winterberg and Nadja Wickman. I hope I pronounced that right. I really like this one. It has the English and the Hangul. It does not have the romanization, but if you're like me and you're learning how to pronounce it, I've actually written down the romanization. So I like this. When I was little, my mom used to read to me, and she always read Dr. Seuss books. And I got to the point with those books when I was little, and so did my little brother, to where we could recite, we could read those books before we were really able to read. It was a matter of repetition. This is a lot of repetition. So, you know, she'll ask if she's small, and then the next character will say, small, you? No. And then they'll give them another word. So, one is, am I small? Small, you? No, you're teeny weeny. And she'll go to another character, am I teeny weeny? Teeny weeny, you? No. It's repetitive, and it's really cute. I think this must have been a German book at one time that was just translated into Korean, because they have some illustrations in here with like papers that have German writing on them, so I'm guessing it was probably German before it was in Korean, maybe. My mom got this for me for Christmas. I don't know how much she paid for it, and it doesn't have the price on the back. But you can find it on Amazon probably pretty cheap. It's a really small book. It's very simple. Definitely something to get if you want to learn how to read. It's a kind of a progression thing. It's simple enough, and it also kind of helps you with pronunciation. If you can read the Hangul, it's awesome. The next one is a little bit more complicated, and it is called, I really hope I'm saying this right, Uyu Janin Yoing, the Milkmaid. This is so cool because it's actually a coloring book. I don't know what kid would color this, but it's a coloring book. It's just like Jika Jaknail. It's got the English and the Hangul. There's no romanization to it or anything like that. It's a little more complicated. It starts using quotations. You have different characters speaking on the same page. So you do have that you're looking at. Still short sentences, but they're a little bit more detailed. This is another one that my mom got me for Christmas. I don't remember how much it is, and it doesn't say on the back. It's interesting. It's kind of cute. I like it. Again, it's just a progression thing, and one thing that I found is if you like read the quotations and the things that characters are saying in weird voices, you remember those things. Or maybe I'm just the only one that does that. Either way. The next one is called, sorry, I'm so unorganized. The next one is Brave Hong Kil-Dong, and I think the way that we say this in Korean is, oh, I'm gonna be so wrong, don't hate me. 용감한 홍길동. This one I got at Half Price Books for, I think it was $2, $3. It was like on sale. Half Price Books in Ohio does not get like any Korean books. At least the one closest to me doesn't. Which sucks. Donate more Korean books so I can go and buy them. Okay, this one, first of all, I didn't realize the cover, but this girl's like, I don't even know what she's doing with her head. This one, if you're reading it to a kid, it's really going to be difficult. As you can see, it has all of the English on top, and then in the yellow box is the Hangul, and it's very detailed. It's very, very in-depth, and yeah, there's no romanization to it again. It is for kids, but this is probably like a little bit more advanced. Somebody, I don't know like the reading levels or how they do that in Korea, but here it'd probably be a 4th or 5th grade level. Yeah, I would say 4th or 5th grade level. I haven't given this one a try yet. I'm still working on the other two, but I know that I've glimmered through it, and it's pretty cool. So it is something that you should definitely look at if you are interested. And again, it's Brave Hong Kil-Dong, and it's by Kim Young-Kol. So I would check it out. Here it is. It's also called The Man Who Bought the Shade of a Tree. I think I like the other title better, but there you go. There's that one. And the last children's resource that I have that we're going to talk about today is the Millet Mini Picture Dictionary, and it's English and Korean. Just like the others, it only gives you the English and then the Hangul. So it's very simple. They're all, it's all one word, one thing. They give you animals, things around the house, different foods. You do have your main colors in here, and you have the cute, how you do your body and everything. Clothes, playtimes. You have like cars and paintbrush and paints and things like that, just little things. Says it's $7.99 in the US, and my mom got it from Amazon for me for Christmas. This is what I asked for Christmas, was books. I just was not having any luck, and it was really close. I couldn't think of anything that I wanted, so my mom got me these. Those are the children's based resources that I have right now, and I apologize if the Korean that I said in those was wrong. Because I'm still learning. Sometimes some of them are a little harder for me to pronounce, and if I don't practice them, I tend to say them a little bit strange. I will list all the resources that I had today in the information box down below. So there you go. Click like and subscribe, and guess I'll see you next time for my next resources. Thanks, guys.